Richmond was about to take a big passenger train all the way to Andreas port. Made sure that all the passengers got in and he blew his whistle and started off. He was pushing a heavy passenger train and all the agents could have done that as they almost crashed into that set. Luckily, they managed to stop in time. But the reason why Richmond was gonna push the big passenger train all the way to Andreas was all the other engines and all the drivers got sick. So only Richmond's driver, Burke's driver, and Ralph's driver were operating. Richmond did the passengers, Burke did the trains, and Ralph did, well, both of them at the same time. Richmond had to be really slow so he doesn't derail. Luckily, he already was slow at the beginning. So look at 2 passengers as they were getting angry as they were going slow. Luckily, they always split off going down the hill. But sometimes maybe too fast. But that wasn't really that much a problem. The passengers really were anxious at arriving. The passengers always looked at the beautiful view of the lake when they passed the old mine. No more heading to Jonesville. Richmond was always a really old. Richmond's an old age, and doesn't have a cap. But he can be pretty fast at times. Not always. And sometimes he needs repair. They arrived at Jonesville. They're going down the bicycle and they arrived at Tumble. Little did they know that the points were wrongly set. And the coaches went the other way. They were heading straight against Knickerbocker, and then disaster struck. Richmond's coaches crashed into Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker was sent off the rails. Some of the coaches were pushed and all around. A lot of passengers got a lot of bruises because of this. Some even scratches. And mainly because of the impact. All of the coaches were derailed except for the brake coach. Two of Knickerbocker's wheels have been derailed. Luckily, Knickerbocker wasn't going anywhere as he was getting repaired. But this accident did damage Knickerbocker a lot. Luckily, nobody was severely wounded, so everybody would be healthy. But they did report this to the controller, and they were really mad at the railway because of this. But points were wrongly set. Nobody knows why the points were wrongly set. They just were. Sadly, some of the coaches had to be mended up for a lot of days. But it will be okay. It will be okay for now. Then tomorrow, road and all the engines are gonna get mended, so the engines will be all on the rail, except Knickerbocker as he be more damaged. Meanwhile, at God's Keep, Ralph was about to leave the bay with a good stream of coaches. Was going to take his first ride all the way to the port. Andreas Port. He only went to a Kidsborough and another place. Those were the furthest places he always went. But now he's gonna go all the way to the port. Little he know that he would not even make it out of God's Keep. Ralph whistled, started off. One thing that Ralph did. Oh no, that the points were only set. He didn't even check if the points were correct. So that was trouble. Jonathan was trying to light the fire. He did not know that he was about to go to his doom as well as Ralph. And he finally realized. Great, but because of Ralph's big engine could not stop. Yeah, well, no one survived. Ralph got scrapped. The driver died instantly when they fell. And poor Ralph will never see the sea, ever and ever. He only saw mountains and trees, which were the only things surrounding him. Sometimes he saw water. He thought he was going to see the entire ocean. But no, he did not even make it past his home. And he will never, ever be able to ride again. Meanwhile, at Andreasport, Gary was about to leave with his heavy goods train. He blew his whistle and started off. But he was full of really heavy goods trains because it was really strong. It was built to be really strong. But he was really big. Began slow as always. It was nothing that really bad. It always went slow as he was pulling heavy goods trains. He always pulled a lot of cars. There are 15. This time he actually did do 15. Then something bad happened. He stopped because the entire weight was too heavy. Getting dragged back. He pulled hard, he pulled hard, he pulled hard as he can. One of the trucks couldn't keep all that stress and it broke. Gary was sent launching down the tracks. Because of that, the brakes were broken, and the brake bands were all the way there. The driver was worried. He tried everything, then stopped. Gary was speeding up as fast. Really fast. His wheels were spinning fastly. Gary tried to reach steam, but he was going way too fast. No, was it all lost? He went fast. He tried everything. He made emergency calls from the walkie-talkies. He tried everything to stop Gary, as Gary is a very expensive engine because of all the features he has. Sadly, he didn't stop it. But base. He tried, so he tried and tried. He tried to stop Gary in time. Well, he didn't. But the trucks did. The trucks crashed and bashed all the way. It damaged Gary's engine. The vans were derailed. Gary's wheels were all messed up. Then another van broke because of all that pressure. Everything was now breaking because of all the pressure they had on that hill. One van fell in the water, almost fell in the water. Gary was so close to falling down. Joe was really worried, and then it happened. Gary fell down, hit the van below, and the van fell in the water. Luckily, Gary didn't, but it was still really expensive. Joe tried to get out. He managed to get out. He was really hurt. He had fractured bone. He climbed all the way up, and saw all the rubble of the trucks, which got destroyed because of Gary. Only 3 vans remained. Only 5 of those trucks, which made on the rail, survived. This was a tragic. This was a really tragic accident for all of the goods trains, which had to be pulled, as Gary did all of that. But now, since Gary was essentially destroyed, goods trains had to be pulled by other engines. This is a real tragic accident. At Kidsborough, one of them was about to leave with the maintenance train, and she set off. She always does the maintenance train. The sea is really small and it can easily get into small spaces where the bigger engines can't, like the box. One of these are really small engine, but she always gets work done. So, she don't stop until that little platform. Here goes this whole pit. Awesome. Those houses near Dunko. That's where Audrey was going. The driver was a little bit ill, which is why he sneezed. Soon they went for the tunnel. It was really dark and Molly didn't have any lamps, but Greg Van did. Now, when we arrived at the big hill, where a lot of runaway trucks are on side. This hill is really steep. So they passed Danco mining. They're heading all the way to that central platform. corner where a lot of fast engines is drill, like tire ones. So now they're gonna run right at that little platform in no time. Well, it wasn't that fast because of all the flatbeds, which are all that sand to mend the track. It's always poured as there are little holes, but you always fill in the places where it needs sand when it rained or it snowed. Soon they arrived at the platform, but Barnaby couldn't stop. Nobody was in the brake van. They were just taking that because it was a part of to make this train. And then disaster struck. Barnaby derailed. All of the trucks derailed too. But Barnaby's coupling snapped and Michael was sent rolling down. She couldn't stop and then she fell down the hill with fast speed. Just like the one time the truck Barnaby crashed into a field of wheat. She still moved somehow. She was going now backwards. The driver died on impact, but Barnaby still drove. Barnaby was probably going to drive until she ran out of petrol. And she did, quite fast. And she was sent rolling down up the hill and then into the fields again. Barnaby was damaged so much. Just like O'Meara when O'Meara fell in the loud lake. The driver died on impact. Nobody knew what happened to the lake train or Barnaby, as nobody ever checks that field. Well, at least farmers do, as it's their land. And when the farmer finally found Barnaby, he was in shock. Because he only saw her when he was going to the field, as the field was on fire because of all that petrol which spilled out. Well, the whistle was probably still spinning really fast because of that tumble, and then he just ignited it because of all that fast speed. The entire field was burnt to a crisp. The farmer sued the controller and asked for €1,000 because it took a long time to get all of that crops. Hopefully nothing like this will happen again. I always get chills down my spine when I go to that platform. So many derailments, so many tragic derailments always happen there. Mainly because the brakes failed.